Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'm going to do an unboxing of some Star Crushed Minerals products today. They're already spilling stars. Literally, stars just explode out of the package. Okay. So this is what the package looks like. I've actually had this for like a couple of weeks, almost a month, I'm not gonna lie. Almost a month I've had these, and I have been waiting to open this because I've been wanting to do an unboxing video, and it's like I've even tried to film once. There's just a lot going on. So I'm finally filming and I'm finally opening these, and I'm very excited. So Star Crushed Minerals products, they always come with these like confetti stars inside of them. I don't know if you can see that. I actually really like them because like Star Crushed Minerals sells the littlest stars, these little white ones, and actually other colors too. They sell these as like glitters that you can put on your face with glitter glue. So it's kind of like they're giving you a free product. I always save them and put them in a little jar, and then when I'm doing like elaborate face makeup looks that need stars, I can use these. So I love that. Okay, so I'm opening it up and I am spilling stars everywhere. If you have a husband or a boyfriend or a mom who hates glitter everywhere, then open this in a place where you can collect the glitter and not get it all over the place. So this is definitely getting everywhere right now. Okay, so I got several shadows and pigments this time and a couple of highlighters. Also, they always send you Starbursts, and I love Starbursts, so. Guys, so suddenly I'm different because I'm not gonna lie, it's a totally different day all of a sudden. I was filming that video, and it's a shame because I had excellent lighting that day. Sometimes that's a hard thing for me. And then I ran out of space on my memory card, and it just like shut down, and I filmed for like 30 minutes without knowing that I didn't film. So we're gonna do it again. You saw me unbox in the prior clip, which is good because I threw away those wrappings a while ago now. I'm just gonna go through with you the names of all of these, and then I will show you the swatches that I already filmed a few days ago. I'm a moron sometimes. Okay, so I got some highlights, and I'm gonna try to remember what order I did these in. Okay, so I started with Aged to Perfection. This is a really pretty highlight. When I got it in the mail, it was definitely a little darker than I thought it was going to be, but it's really pretty. Like, I think I'm gonna have like way more energy now than I did in that last video, because that last video was like, I was really tired, and I've had a lot of coffee today and a lot more sleep. So it's gonna be like you can't even, I don't know. Okay, so Aged to Champagne is really pretty. It's a little too dark for like the tops of my cheeks. Sorry, it's loud. My laundry machine is going. It would be a little too dark for the tops of my cheeks, but it would be really pretty on my eyes. Like, it makes me think bridal, and I've already, I got married like 6 years ago, but like maybe, I don't know, a special occasion, Christmas, this will be really pretty to wear on my eyes, on my brow bone. It's just pretty. And if I get super tan, then I could wear it on my cheeks. We'll see. Then the next one, I'm pretty sure this is the one I swatched next. This is You Glow Girl. And I really, I wanted to try this one because like everyone who's an avid user of Star Crushed Minerals says that this is one of their best highlighters. And it's just like a classic white, bright highlighter. It's pretty, it's kind of cream, and actually like, I'm like crouching down. In the light, there are like a couple of purple flecks. And I love purple, so that's great for me. I think that's awesome. The last highlighter that I have is called Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. And I honestly bought this because my husband calls me Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. That's like the whole reason I bought it. And because every highlighter from Star Crushed Minerals rocks, so why not? And I really do like it, but it's kind of interesting because it's a highlighter, but then it also has gold glitter in it. And that gold glitter just kind of like pools wherever it wants to. So, out of the three, this is not my favorite, but it is still really, really pretty. It's more like a very festive occasion, like because it's just got like bunches of gold glitter, bunches, sugar pie honey bunch. Now it makes sense. I get it. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to do these in the same order that I did them last time, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Okay, so the first one that I did, yes, this is the first one I did. No, shoot, I don't know. I might have to redo this. The swatches at the end. Okay, so this is Phoenix Rising. And it's just like a really nice, like 1980s pink. I need a little more. I like barely got any there. Okay, that's not really a true swatch, I'm sorry, because I put it on twice. But it's like a nice, like 1980s pink. This one is not a shadow, this is a UV pigment. So pigments, in my opinion, are a little bit harder to work with. And I think everyone says like the opposite of that, but I don't know. For me, they're a little harder to work with, but they're really nice. So that is Phoenix Rising. I live in the desert, and it's really hot here. You would never know because I'm wearing a jean jacket in the AC, like a fool. I need less coffee in my life. Yeah. Hot wasabi is not what I'm gonna do next. I'm not gonna do hot wasabi next. Instead, coral cream. So coral cream is, it's so cool. It's an eyeshadow. I thought it was a pigment, but it's an eyeshadow, and it's like Phoenix Rising on steroids. Like it's quite a bit more intense and a few shades darker, and I'm getting stuff all over the table. And that is coral cream, or creme. I think it might be creme, the way it's spelled. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cool. And I actually have that in the corners of my eyes. Since I unboxed this like a few days ago now on camera, I thought I'm not breaking the rules and I put a little bit on. So maybe I'll do a close-up in a few minutes so you can see it in the corners of my eyes, because it's so cool. Okay, this next one is called Desert Sunset. I was on kind of like a desert theme kick that day when I was ordering. And I think I already mentioned this, but there are definitely a couple of different makeup artists whose codes you can use. It's likely makeup, I think. I know for sure Snitchery, Eleanor Barnes. And then I know there's a few others who I like don't even know of. Okay, so this is Desert Sunset, and it is such a nice mustard color. It's deeper. If you've ever used Paper Tiger from ColourPop, this is a little more, like dustier, I guess, a little less bright. And I love them together. I have tried them together in the last few days, and I love them. And it's just nice, and I like it. Okay. This next one, sorry, as I like pick my nose on camera. Go Girl. Oops, I actually brought one that is not. So this next one I'm going to do is called Hot Wasabi. I review Geek Indie Makeup. So although I know that Star Crush Minerals doesn't really fall under the realm of geek, I think they still kind of do, because they have like radioactive microwave, and I think microwave and radioactive might be two different pigments, but I'm not sure. And they have like I don't know, moon dust and Saturn. Like, they just have a lot of really geeky things, even though they're not actually like a geek company, so I think they count. And I'm also just really into indie companies. This quality is so good and so much cheaper than anything else. Like, definitely cheaper than anything you can get at Sephora. And honestly, like, just as good or better than anything you can get at Sephora. So this is Hot Wasabi. It is a matte color with some blue sparkles. I love it. I watch anime. I mean, obviously, I love Vietnamese food. I don't know why that would be obvious. I love Vietnamese food. So I just thought that color needed to be in my collection. And this next one is Candy Candy Chrome Green, which looks very blue to me. This looks, I accidentally got some hot. Was that? I am such a noob. This is pretty. So this is definitely almost a shimmer, but it's like a matte color with a lot of like green sparkles. It's kind of a shimmer. It's a shimmer. And it's definitely, I would categorize this as like a teal, but they call it Candy Chrome Green, and that's really pretty. And it kind of seems like a holiday, I don't know why, but it seems like a holiday color to me. I don't know why I would say that. I like it though. That looks good. And then lastly, I have Werewolf, and I have No Clean Finger. Give me a second. Probably. R.I.P. to me. So this last one, I swatched this already once when I thought I was filming and I wasn't. This is Werewolf. It's like a purple, dusty mauve color. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not very impressed with it. I've been impressed with everything that I've ever purchased from Starcrush Minerals, and I have like a whole drawer upstairs of their stuff. But for some reason, this one does not impress me. It is like barely pigmented, and there's a ton of glitter in it. And maybe that's just not my style. Maybe it needs a base. Maybe I need to moisturize. I don't know. And I loved the name, like I wanted it because it's Werewolf, but it's spelled W-E-A-R, like wearing clothes. I thought it was really clever. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the color. So I swatched Werewolf just the same way that I swatched all the other colors, but you can see that it really showed up differently. It didn't even like pull through all the way. So like I said, maybe if I moisturized or tried it over a base, maybe it would interest me more, but right now it's the only one out of this whole order that on my first impression I'm not super impressed with. I will try it with a base and get back to you on this because I don't know about this one. The rest of them are excellent, always, but this one is, I don't like this one. So maybe they're gonna phase it out. I don't know, but everything else that I tried, I love. I really like Starcrush Minerals. I don't know, maybe it's because they are the first, I didn't tell you that. They are the first indie company that I started trying way back like 3 years ago. So thank you for watching. This was just an unboxing. I figure I just, kind of wanted to start doing reviews of makeup and indie companies that I love. In general, I will be doing geek indie makeup companies, but also just indie companies that I love. I really love Starcrush Minerals on the wonderfully spaced and like fantasy creature themes throughout their makeup, and they are an indie company that is like wonderful. Also, they have so many bright pigments and shadows, which is what I really go for with some of my more geeky themed looks. I've used their products a lot when I do Harry Potter themes because they have some of these really gorgeous golds and yellows and mustards that just go so well with a Harry Potter theme. So I hope you enjoyed my unboxing. I'm sure that on YouTube there are like thousands of reviews of Starcrush Minerals that you could look through if you're interested in seeing their products before you dive in and buy them. Don't forget to look around and see what beauty gurus have discounts for you. I don't, but I know that there are people out there who do, so don't buy it at full price because you don't have to. Yeah. I'll put out a new video soon. I have been requested by someone on my Instagram to do a review of my Glam Tech eyeshadow palettes, so I will be creating that next for you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.